Hi there, Dave Levine here. Thanks for joining me for the reflections from a people developer and a podcast host. It's Tuesday evening. It's the day after the bank holiday Monday and the bank holiday weekend, so it's a shortened week, but we're straight back into it today at work. And the family are all at home, and there's been lots going on, so it's been a pretty hectic day, juggling lots of different things. My reflections at the end of this first day of the week, albeit of Tuesday, are largely around some work I've been doing with a client in terms of offering feedback around emotional intelligence and an EQI report. It's been a really heavy day. It's been a heavy project actually, but immensely enjoyable. So I'll come to that in a second. One of the other areas which I just wanted to touch on was the fact of the point I'm reflecting and taking time in my diary at the end of the day, trying to create a bit of a habit and a discipline to take stock and reflect. And I've just been sharing that with my wife and daughter, and it's been quite interesting just raising the idea. And so, those are two things. So reflections, emotional intelligence, and I think the key bit for me, or the third bit, not necessarily key, the third bit has been around coming to the end of a really key piece of work. So I've been feeding back emotional intelligence reports, as I said, and I've completed a big part of the project today. So there's a sense of satisfaction, and also reviewing, reflecting back on the impacts, how I've managed myself, how the project's gone, but also coming to the end of something and just wondering, how I made a difference, how I offered value for money, my whole sort of my worth into the project. So the first one, let me touch on my involvement with my family. I think me being a role model or doing something that's a little bit different to them has been a source of curiosity and question. So I'm kind of using this as a way of engaging them, making them think a little bit about what they do, how they do it. This idea that I'm reflecting, which is something a little bit alien to them. Well, definitely in terms of capturing it, is quite entertaining and actually really quite good. So I'm quite pleased about that. I haven't gone into too much detail. I've not kept it too serious. Kept it quite light-hearted, and I think that hopefully might resonate, especially with my daughter who's doing A-levels, and she's looking at how she has to reflect on some of the pieces of work she does. So felt quite good there. Now the whole emotional intelligence piece and offering feedback, there's so much I could reflect on, but I think just talking through some of the concepts and the principles of emotional intelligence and helping other people look and find some blind spots, but also deliver messages in a constructive and a purposeful way, helping them reflect on not necessarily only the areas for development and weakness which most people go to, but actually also really celebrating their strengths, has been enjoyable but really hard work, because I'm really having to be on my toes, choose my language really carefully and purposefully, and also add value. I'm big on wanting to make a difference, and I think it's about celebrating where they're at, but also offering an element of challenge and critique to help people think and move forward. And one of my key phrases through the whole project has been taking insight into action. So really seeing these reports as being great insight, good information, but actually without we doing anything, we're not going to make a difference and take action. So that's been, I think, really landed quite well, but hopefully over the next few days or so I might get some feedback from the delegates themselves. And then, as I say, the last part is coming to the end of a project or a part of it, and I feel quite buoyed by the idea that I've done a lot of feedback over the last week or so. It's been quite heavy going. I've had to give a lot of energy and time. I've got a bit of a headache tonight, and I'm wondering what the impact on my body is in terms of coming to the end and letting go. So good reflections, good capturing, and really needing to ensure that I look after myself and my energy to be able to again practice what I preach in terms of if you don't you can't pour from an empty jug kind of idea. So I need to make sure that my energy levels are kept relatively high and good over the week, to ensure that I can deliver to the clients that I've got. So that's me done for today. Really looking forward to tomorrow. Hopefully got a slightly different energy and a different focus working on a podcast, and also developing some learning resources. So really excited for that. So anyway, thanks for joining me. I hope that's been useful. As I always say, it's been useful for me to capture those. And at some stage, we'll have to come and really think about, how do I use this information and share it to a wider audience to broaden the difference that I can make. So over and out for now, and I'll see you again hopefully tomorrow. All right, take care, bye.